"See, your mummy's going to be fine," he said, bouncing Grace gently as she whimpered. "And you two are the bravest little heroes I've ever met." At the hospital, Cole did what Cole did best. He took charge. His private room, best doctors, whatever it took. Money talks, especially in private health care, and Cole made sure it was shouting. But here's what surprised everyone, including Cole himself. He didn't just pay the bills and disappear. He stayed. Hour after hour, day after day, camping out in uncomfortable hospital chairs, entertaining to toddlers with improvised games, and slowly watching a family heal. When Amara finally woke up properly, 3 days later, the first thing she saw were her children sleeping peacefully in the arms of a man she'd never met but who'd somehow become their guardian angel. "Who are you?" she asked weakly. "The bloke your kids rang when they needed help." Cole replied. The conversation that followed changed everything. Amara learned that Cole had grown up in poverty, raised by a single mom not unlike herself. Success hadn't made him forget where he came from. Mitt had just given him the resources to help when help was needed. And Cole. He discovered something money couldn't buy, a sense of purpose that went beyond profit margins and board meetings. Over the following weeks, as Amara recovered, an unlikely friendship bloomed. Cole would arrive after work, still in his business suit, ready to get down on the floor and play with the twins. He'd bring proper meals, help with Amara's medical appointments, and slowly, carefully, become part of their little world.
Oh.
The twins adored him. To them, he was unto Billionaire. He was just Uncle Cole, who told funny stories and always had sweets in his pockets. And Amara, despite her initial resistance, found herself looking forward to his visits with an anticipation that scared her. "Why are you doing this?" she asked him one evening, as they watched the twins play with toys he'd brought. Cole was quiet for a long moment, because 7 years ago, I was sitting in that office feeling like I had everything and nothing at the same time. Then your children called me, and suddenly I remembered what actually matters. He turned to look at her. "You've given me something I didn't even know I was missing." "What's that?" "A family now. This is where the story gets truly beautiful." Cole didn't just help Amara get back on her feet, he helped her build a completely new life, proper flat in a safe neighborhood, access to health care, and educational opportunities for the twins. But more than that, he gave them stability, love, and the kind of security that money can provide, but only genuine care can sustain. 18 months later, Cole proposed. Not with grand gestures or expensive rings, but with a simple question asked while they were all having breakfast together. "What would you say if I asked you to make this permanent?" Amara looked around their kitchen table, Cole reading the newspaper, Wisdom and Grace chattering away in their high chairs, the morning sun streaming through windows of their proper home, and realized that somewhere along the way, this had stopped being charity and started being love. "I'd say you're mental," she replied with a grin, "but yes." Their wedding was small, but joyful. The twins served as ring bearers, which mostly involved them giggling and dropping things, but it was perfect. And when Cole officially adopted Wisdom and Grace, making them legally his children, not one person in that room had a dry eye. But here's what makes this story absolutely extraordinary. This wasn't about a rich man rescuing a poor family. This was about how sometimes the people we think we're helping are actually saving us. Cole had everything money could buy, but he was emotionally bankrupt. Amara had nothing material, but she had love, resilience, and children who could see straight to the heart of a person. When those tiny hands randomly dialed his number that day, they weren't just calling for help, they were calling him home. Today, the Anderson family lives quietly but happily. Cole still runs his company, but he leaves the office at reasonable hours now. Amara has started her own small catering business, funded with Cole's support, but driven by her own determination and Wisdom and Grace. They're thriving in ways that might never have been possible without that miraculous phone call. Cole keeps that old Nokia phone in his office as a reminder, not of his wealth or success, but of the moment when 2 frightened children taught him what really matters. Sometimes he'll look at it and remember that the most important call of his life came from the most unexpected source. This story reminds us that help can come from anywhere, often when we least expect it. Shows us that wealth without purpose is just expensive emptiness, and that sometimes the greatest riches are found in the simplest acts of human connection. But most importantly, it proves that love doesn't recognize boundaries, not class, not circumstance, not the artificial barriers we create between ourselves and others. Sometimes a wrong number turns out to be exactly the right call. What would you have done if you'd received that call? Would you have hung up, or would you have listened to your heart? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing your stories of unexpected connections and acts of kindness. If this incredible tale of destiny and love touched your heart, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more amazing true stories that restore your faith in human nature. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Until then, remember to answer your phone. You never know who might need you on the other end.